Hi friends, it's Wesley. As a musician, distributing and sharing your music with your fans is deeply important to your craft. While it's easier than ever to share music online, the options available for independent musicians really aren't that great. I want to talk a little bit more about this problem, but I'd also like to highlight an open source project that you might want to check out if you're interested in a different way of doing things. Services like DistroKid, TuneCore, Lander, and CD Baby all offer digital music distribution to put your music on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes, but you have to pay either by release or on a subscription basis for their services. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it might not be the best place to start. Historically, Bandcamp provided a fantastic grassroots platform for artists to connect with their fans and retain most of their value from download and merch sales. It's still a better revenue model than getting pennies from Spotify streams, but it isn't what it once was. Bandcamp has been sold a few times, and their current corporate overlords have adopted the practice of mass layoffs to appease shareholders. There are a handful of other free options to let users simply stream your music, but most of them have some sort of limitation you'll likely outgrow quickly. Faircamp is an open source project that gives you another option for sharing your music. Simply install it on your computer, type a couple words into the command line in your music folder, and you have a website ready to deploy. Let's take a deeper look. The Faircamp manual does a great job detailing everything you need to do to get your music published, so I'll walk through it step by step at a high level. I'll link it in the description so you can follow along. On Arch Linux, Faircamp is included in the Arch user repository, so I can simply search for it and install it directly from the terminal with a tool like Yay. You can see that I've already installed Faircamp, so I'm ready to go. If you're using another distribution, there are Debian packages and build instructions available from the manual. Before turning my music folder into a Faircamp website, I need to make sure the directory structure is correct and that all of my audio files are tagged appropriately. Here's a folder with 2 releases in their own subfolders. Looking at these, you can see that all the audio files and cover art images are included. Now let's take a look at the audio file tags. I use KID3 to tag all of my music. In KDE's Dolphin File Manager, I can use the Open With option on the right-click menu to open my music folder in KID3 and update all of my tags with the right artist, title, track number, etc. Once all of my tags and folders are correct, I'll navigate to the catalog folder that's holding both of my releases, and from the terminal, simply type faircamp-preview. This command will build all the assets required for our website to function, then serve as a preview in a web browser when it finishes. I can already see this is a great start, but it's likely you'll want to add more information to your Faircamp site. For that, let's look at manifest files. To specify metadata and settings, you'll need to create files with the extension E&O anywhere inside the catalog. You can name these files however you choose. Each manifest applies to the folder it's contained in, as well as its subfolders. Manifests located deeper down the folder hierarchy can override metadata and settings specified in manifests and parent folders. Under the examples section of the manual, there are some fantastic examples of E&O files for catalogs and releases. The 3 examples correspond to the 3 different download concepts: free downloads, a soft paywall setup with Ko-Fi or PayPal options demonstrated, and an unlock code download strategy. I adopted the unlock code strategy across my Faircamp site, but any of these options are perfectly usable, and you can use different strategies for individual releases. Manifest files also let you apply themes to your whole site as well as individual releases. I opted to use the black base theme. You can further tweak the theme, add background images, and even customize the font if you'd like. The theme reference in the manual provides a lot more detail on this subject. Speaking of themes, there's a nice command line argument available to bring up a theming widget. Just type --theming widget after the preview option, and you can customize the look and feel of your site a bit more. Copy the values it generates to your .eno files, then generate again without the widget to see your changes stick. This is a nice feature for dialing in the right colors. The other important command line option you'll want to remember is --help, which will display a list of all the commands available. After spending some time with the manual and tweaking your .eno files, you should have something you're ready to publish. I typically use --wipe build command, then another --preview command to do a final build of the site. Just thumbing through the Going Online section of the documents, it looks like the annual cost for hosting your Faircamp site would be something in the neighborhood of $35 to $50 at minimum. Paying that kind of money might not make much sense when compared to the alternatives, so let's see what we can get for free through Cloudflare. First, you'll need to sign up for a free Cloudflare account. Go to cloudflare.com and sign up. Next, you might want a domain name. This step isn't required if you want to keep things free, but you'll end up with a generic pages.dev URL, and you won't be able to offer any downloads larger than 25 megabytes. I went ahead and purchased a domain through Cloudflare at cost at about $10 a year. This will be my only cost associated with my Faircamp site, and if you buy a cheaper domain, your annual cost will be even lower. The easiest way to host your Faircamp site is with Cloudflare Pages. It's completely free, with the caveat that you can't upload any files over 25 megabytes in size. This is likely a deal breaker for any album releases, and especially for FLAC file downloads. That said, if you just want to offer a place to let people stream your music online for now, it should work perfectly well, and you can always change your mind later. Navigate to the hidden .faircamp build folder under your catalog folder. If you don't see this hidden folder on your file manager, make sure you turn on Show Hidden Files. Great. From your Cloudflare account, go to Workers and Pages, Overview, then click Create. Select Pages from the top, then click Upload Assets. Give your project a name. I suggest using your artist name here. You can see what the deployment URL will be under this input field as you type. This should give you some clues as to what might work well for you. Click Create Project, then drag and drop the entire Faircamp build folder onto the icon below. You'll receive errors here if you have any files in your build larger than 25 megabytes. Simply turn off any of those offending downloads from your Faircamp E&O files and rebuild until things work. If all goes well, you'll have a site published in moments. Congrats! When you add more releases and rebuild your Faircamp site on your computer, you can simply repeat these upload steps to overwrite the existing contents of your Pages site. Just click Create New Deployment from the site's settings in Cloudflare. If you purchase a domain, you can connect it after your deploy finishes. Go back to the Workers and Pages overview, click into your new Pages app, then select Custom Domains from the top menu. Click Set up a custom domain, type the domain name you purchased, and click Continue. In a matter of moments, your site should be live at your custom domain. If, like me, you have some larger album releases you'd like to offer your fans, Cloudflare Pages isn't going to be the right fit. Instead, you can take things further with the free tier of Cloudflare R2 storage. To do this, you'll need to have payment information added to your account, and you'll need to have purchased a domain name, which you manage DNS with through Cloudflare. If you already bought your domain through Cloudflare, you should be able to click the R2 heading on the left side of your account and enable this feature on your account for free. With R2 enabled, click on the Create a Bucket option at the top of the page. Give your bucket a name and click Create Bucket below. No need to adjust anything else now. You should now be able to drag and drop the contents of the Faircamp build folder into the objects section of your bucket. Note that you'll likely have to do this in chunks since you can only upload 100 files at a time. I just grabbed 4 releases at a time and this worked well. Make sure you get all the contents of the folder. Similar to Pages, when you make changes to your Faircamp site on your computer, you can simply overwrite these files by re-uploading here. It's a little bit of manual work for each release, but not much. In the Settings tab for your R2 bucket, click on Connect to Domain under Public Access. Type in the domain name that you manage through Cloudflare that you'd like to use for your site and click Continue. You'll likely notice right away that there's an issue accessing your Faircamp site. Essentially, there's nothing telling R2 to redirect the / to index.html files that Faircamp generated. So there's just a bit more configuration required to finish this setup. Back in Cloudflare, click on Websites, then select the domain that you're using for your Faircamp site. Click on Rules, then Transform Rules. Click the Create Rule button to make a new rewrite rule. Give your rule a name. I called mine Index. Then select Custom Filter Expression, URI Path under the field, Ends With under Operator, then type / under Value. Below, we'll want to select Rewrite To, then Dynamic, and use the concat function, passing in the request URI path as shown above, as well as index.html in double quotes. What this does is tell Cloudflare to replace all links ending with a / to the index file at that directory. Deploy this rule and your site should now function as expected. Nice work! It's worth noting that you could incur costs with this setup, but the costs are quite reasonable. You can always check on your R2 bucket usage and make any appropriate tweaks to the stream settings on your Faircamp site if you need to. Faircamp presents an exciting opportunity for musicians to take control of their digital distribution and connect directly with their fans. I'm looking forward to see where this project goes in the future, so I'll be following along with its development. If you're seeking a platform that offers free streaming, optional downloads, and most importantly, independence from corporate entities, Faircamp is a pretty solid choice. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll explore more interesting open source tools that empower independent artists. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss anything new from Linux Creative. Until next time, keep creating, keep learning, and happy hacking.